A story you'll see only on 5. The search is on for the person who stole a unique bicycle from a woman who depends on it, not for livelihood, but her independence.
The victim is differently abled, and that bike has allowed her to live her life as normally as possible. News Channel 5's Gabrielle Saran just spoke with her, and she's in the newsroom now with her story. Gabrielle?
Kelly, social media has a powerful reach. When this story hit Facebook, the people of Lake Worth rallied together to help a neighbor in need. Once active and on the go.
I had to give up my car, my motorcycle, tennis, running.
Artist Deborah Roberts' life changed when doctors diagnosed her with multiple sclerosis 4 years ago.
I've got to pay for transportation, you know, cab or Uber, or I have to wait on my husband, or I have to ask him to go get me things.
To get around, her husband outfitted this bike with disability wheels so Deborah could be independent.
That was really my last thing is, oh my gosh, I get to keep my bicycle because my husband figured out to get outdoor adult training wheels.
Until last Wednesday, Deborah and her husband stopped at Revelry in downtown Lake Worth for happy hour.
My husband will walk with me and I'll be on my bicycle.
She locked it up. When she came out, her special bike was gone.
I was devastated. Kind of wiped the rug out from under me at the moment.
Since the theft, Deborah's been mostly confined to her home.
Being able to be downtown and have it just 2 blocks away and not be able to get there is it's a little frustrating.
To help, the community has come together. The president of the Lake Worth Little Free Library stepped in after Deborah painted these for them. And the owners of CWS Bar and Kitchen are raising money for Deborah's new bike.
She's a person who's been taken advantage of and had something taken from her that's dearly important that helps her function in her daily life.
Deborah told me the outpouring of support keeps her moving.
I'm so blown away by this.
And investigators are involved. They filed a report to help. Go to our WPTV Facebook page. Back to you.
A difference in deliberations. The head juror in the Dahlia DiPolito retrial, her third, talks only to News Channel 5 coming up at 5:30.
Plus, shipping those holiday gifts could be a bit more expensive this year. The company that's adding a new fee. And Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Steve Weigel with your most accurate forecast in just minutes.
This is News Channel 5 at 5. Thanks for making WPTV your #1 most trusted news source.
A new survey reveals nearly 2/3 of teenagers support laws that would limit tobacco sales to people under 21. Not surprisingly, non-smokers had a higher approval rate for the Tobacco 21 initiative than current smokers. Younger adolescents and girls were also more likely to support these laws. Raising children, it can be one of the most rewarding times in a woman's life. But a University of Michigan poll found 2/3 of women have been mommy shamed about their parenting skills. Discipline was the most common topic of criticism, followed by diet, sleep, and breastfeeding. The most frequent offenders were actually a mother's own parents, her spouse, and her in-laws.
Setting an age limit for a phone purchase, that's the goal of one Colorado ballot measure. The campaign aims to forbid the sale of smartphones to children younger than 13. Backers of the move will now need about 300,000 voter signatures for the proposal to make it on that state's 2018 ballot. How would you feel if it ever came here? Good question. That's not the case, but we'll see what happens out west. If approved, it would be the nation's first legal limit on smartphone purchases. UPS will start charging a bit extra for shipments during the peak months of November and December. The company will add 27 cents for residential deliveries, as well as adding nearly a $1 fee for faster deliveries and larger packages. UPS says the reason to compensate for added airplane and truck cargo capacity, as well as it says the additional seasonal employees. U.S. stocks soared higher today, boosted by technology stocks that recovered from a weak performance last week. The Dow up more than 140 points to finish at a new all-time high, more than 21,000, breaking the records. I tell you, it keeps on sailing. The S&P 500, a new record too. Information technology stocks leading the way.
Can you believe it right now? It's not raining, a welcome change. Of course, this month we've already broken some records for rainfall. We've already gotten twice the average amount of June, and it's not even over yet. If it keeps raining, we are all at risk of some flooding. And News Channel 5's Wanda Moore joins us now in West Palm Beach to show us what's being done to lessen that flood risk. Wanda?
Kelly, you said it, rain in record amounts, and that is increasing our flood risk. So the experts with the South Florida Water Management District, they have been pumping water nonstop. Behind me here, you can see the spillway where they're releasing all the water 24/7 for the last 2 weeks, all in an effort to keep your neighborhood as dry as possible. Rain, rain, and more rain.
June's been ridiculous. Let's just get it right.
The experts agree.
June has gotten off to a gangbuster start, so to speak.
The first week of the month was a record breaker, the most rain in 7 days ever. So far, we've absorbed 13 inches of rain this month and counting.
Put that into perspective, we generally have about 8 inches of rain for the entire month.
Peter Holderly's lawn services company can't keep up.
Nonstop. We went from no rain 3 months ago to being inundated.
John Mitnick with the South Florida Water Management District tells me all that rain at once is a problem.
When you get into a lot of the excessive rainfalls that we've had so far in the first part of June, that soil storage is pretty much gone.
That's why pumps across South Florida are working overtime to try to reduce that flooding risk. What we need is a break from all the rain so that the soil can catch up and absorb that water. Reporting live in West Palm Beach, one more WPTV News Channel 5.
And there is some good news. We actually do get a bit of a break starting tomorrow as this weather system that's in the Gulf of Mexico will actually draw in some dry air. It's already starting, actually. Sunshine's starting to return. The heaviest rainfall near the center of this, which is in the Gulf of Mexico, and it is all getting dragged up generally north toward New Orleans, between New Orleans and Houston in the next few days. There's a look at the latest radar. Some heavy rain still on the turnpike, moving north though, and we're getting a break now, and that's that dry air starting to work in along the coastline. So still rain around the lake, rain along the Beeline, northern Treasure Coast, some heavier rains around Sebastian along 95, but beginning to improve. We're slowly turning off the tap. All right, here is potential tropical cyclone number 3. This is a new designation from the National Hurricane Center this year. These are on systems that they expect will develop into depressions or storms, and this one is getting better organized. The Hurricane Center is actually flying, I should say NOAA is flying a plane through it right now, and the forecast track for this. Now there's a track here, but this is not a storm yet. It is a potential tropical cyclone, and this track takes it between New Orleans and Houston 3 to 4 days from now with a landfall somewhere in this area around Wednesday early in the day, and then a rainmaker as it moves up toward Kentucky and Tennessee. There are tropical storm watches and warnings in effect all the way from Houston, Galveston, and back in around New Orleans. Those may be upgraded as the system moves a little bit closer, but for us we're just on the outer edge, so we're getting the rainfall today, but it'll begin to improve actually heading into tomorrow. And we have a named storm. This is Brett, the second storm of the season. Arlene was our first. That was back in April, and this one continues to move into the Caribbean and eventually weakens by later this week. Now, there are some warnings in effect, tropical storm warnings. This is a very low latitude storm, and the hurricane hunters are actually flying through this one too right now. And here's a look at our system that's in the Gulf. It continues to move north. It drags in some dry air, not completely dry. There'll still be showers and the chance for a thunderstorm the next couple of days, but definitely a big improvement in the rainfall department, and then slowly pushing along the coastline. This is just one model. This is the GFS model that eventually brings it in around Houston. Some of the other models are a little farther east, but not much, not enough to have a bigger impact in South Florida's weather. And look at all the dry air that starts to get entrained in this and moves into our area for the next few days. So our rain chances drop in a big way, pretty much 30 to 40% right through the rest of the week and into the weekend. The winds stay up though, and this is a strengthening system in the Gulf. So as it continues to strengthen, the winds will continue to pick up. So 3 to 5 tomorrow, choppy, and a southeast wind at 15 to 20. So 79 overnight. We are looking at still the chance for a shower, but heavy rainfall starting to come to an end. Tomorrow looking at a partly to mostly sunny sky, a little breezy at times, and a few showers and storms coming in along the coastline. They'll be quick movers. They shouldn't last too long, but our highest rain chance will be inland and not at the coastline. 7-day forecast, lower rain chances, more in the way of sunshine, hot and humid and breezy too through the middle of the week, but definitely a change from the last couple of days. More sunshine on the way.
Steve, thanks. A wild river ride for a Florida kitten. New at 5:30, one woman's quick action rescue.
And more out of this world discoveries, the big announcement NASA just made.
Some good news about an event that's killing off the world's coral reefs. NOAA's reporting the third ever global coral bleaching event will end soon. Extremely high ocean temperatures can cause coral to turn completely white and increase its risk for mortality. NOAA says widespread coral bleaching is no longer occurring in the Atlantic, Pacific, and Indian Ocean. Scientists will monitor ocean temperatures and coral conditions for the next 6 months to confirm the event's end.
Pack your bags. 219 new exoplanet candidates, including 10 near Earth-sized planets, are in the so-called Goldilocks zone, the habitable area between stars and their planets. And they have been detected by the KEPLER spacecraft. During its mission, scientists say KEPLER detected at least one planet that almost matches Earth. That planet's 30% wider and has an orbit around its sun of almost exactly 1 year. Since its mission began in 2009, KEPLER has identified and confirmed in our galaxy more than 2,300 exoplanets. Of course, it would take you so many lifetimes to get there. Right. Might want to keep the suitcase off to the side, Jay.
Right, just enjoy the view from our Earth, right? And enjoy the learning lesson there. Michael, thank you very much. I'm Jay Cashmere, live in the newsroom. Coming up, all new at 5:30. From a hung trial to guilty, a juror in Dalia Dipolito's third murder-for-hire trial speaks out. Tonight, we're learning what made them think she did it.
It's like legalizing homicide.
Healthcare horrors, protesters gathering outside a local congressman's office, how he's firing back. And searching for a shooter. Dozens of gunshots overnight in Lake Worth. The victim's condition and what we know about the gunman. Those stories and more. Shannon and I see you for News Channel 5 at 5:30.
Now from WPTV, this is News Channel 5 at 5:30.
Tracking the tropics right now at 5:30, you're taking a live look at the Jupiter Inlet in that lower right box there, the beautiful Jupiter Lighthouse. It may not be raining there yet, but things could be changing.
Storm Team 5 is measuring some activity that could leave us a little wetter. Chief Meteorologist Steve Weigel joins us. And Steve, a lot going on right now in the tropics.
Yes, we now have a named storm, and we have a potential new storm developing in the Gulf of Mexico. It is busy, especially for this time of year. June is not usually a very busy month in hurricane season. This is one that will likely become a depression or a storm in the next 24 hours. You can see a little spin right there, lots of dry air, lots of sunshine on the western side of this, but lots of tropical rains that we've been dealing with actually the last couple of days and starting to shut down a little bit. Actually, the heaviest rainfall now inland, dry at the coastline, everywhere up and down the coastline, and other than a stray shower tonight, it's looking pretty good. Here's another look at it. It is potential tropical cyclone number 3, and if this is named, it would likely be Cindy. Here's the forecast track. Now, this is a new graphic from the Hurricane Center this year on potential tropical cyclones. This is not a storm that's already formed, although the graphic does look like a named storm. It is not, but it is expected to intensify and become a tropical storm in the next 24 hours and eventually drag some rainfall and some gusty winds up in along the Louisiana and Texas coastline. In fact, watches and warnings are in effect for that area. Tropical storm watches and warnings as this probably will make landfall Wednesday or early Thursday morning. We also have Tropical Storm Brett. This is an actual tropical storm that's moving into the Caribbean the next 4 to 5 days. And we have tropical storm warnings hugging the coastline of South America. It will likely stay weak and not have any kind of impact on our weather. But this one will, as it continues to bring some rainfall across Florida, starting to improve here, though, with the rainfall. And I think more sunshine on the way as we get into Tuesday. Forecast right into the weekend coming up.
We had nothing against her. We had a duty there to do.
From a hung jury to a unanimously confident one, the jury foreman in the Dalia Dipolito trial is talking only to News Channel 5.
He takes us into the jury room and tells us what happened in the 90 minutes the jury needed to declare Dipolito guilty of hiring a hitman to kill her husband. News Channel 5's Michelle Casada is here with this WPTV exclusive.
Well, Shannon J. Dalia Dipolito is secluded in her own cell tonight. Deputies took her into custody immediately after the jury found her guilty of hiring a hitman to kill her husband. When I spoke to the jury foreman after trial number 2 ended in a mistrial, he explained the jury never came close to a consensus. The jury foreman in trial number 3 said every juror was on the same page.
6 jurors walked out of the Palm Beach County Courthouse confident about their decision to find Dalia Dipolito guilty.
Just the overwhelming evidence of the the videos, the phone calls.
Head juror Thomas Gaines told me he took jury duty very seriously and was shocked at DiPolito's lawyer's comments that the way the state painted Dahlia DiPolito caused them to hate her.
That was not the case. You know, we had nothing against her. We had a duty there to do.
DiPolito's defense attorney said Friday that allegations the state got in last minute about DiPolito planting drugs on her husband and allegedly poisoning him is what may have swayed the jury.
That was not even a part of deliberation. It was mentioned in the trial, but there was no evidence of it.
Gaines said he was surprised to learn after the trial that DiPolito had a previous trial that ended in a hung jury.
I think, you know, both sides kind of put on a good case, but, you know, with our instructions and what we was, you know, given as an evidence, you know, that's what we based our decision on.
On Friday, I spoke to 2 alternate jurors who said they would have also found DiPolito guilty. DiPolito is expected to be sentenced next month. She could face up to 20 years in jail. Live in the newsroom, Michelle Casada, WPTV News Channel 5.
Members of the Florida Highway Patrol family are remembering a trooper killed in the line of duty. It happened in Alachua County on Sunday. 52-year-old Sergeant William Bishop's body was brought through a midnight procession Sunday in Gainesville. The Alachua County Sheriff posted this video on Facebook earlier today showing exactly what happened here, this procession that took place. It shows members of law enforcement agencies from across the state lining up to show support as the officer's body was transferred. They say Bishop was working on I-75 at a crash Saturday evening. That's when a driver hit and killed the 30-year veteran in the emergency lane. He later died at the hospital. Governor Rick Scott released a statement offering his condolences to the trooper's family. He also cited the brave work officers perform each day to keep us safe.
New at 5:30 tonight, a Wellington teenager now faces battery charges after police say he attacked a high school faculty member. 18-year-old Sebastian Escudero is out of the Palm Beach County Jail on bond tonight. In the police report, a witness indicates that he threatened to kill the faculty member while poking him in the face. The man was not harmed. Right now, a gunman in Lake Worth is on the run. Detectives searching for the person who opened fire on the 15th Avenue South or on 15th Avenue South overnight. People living in this area tell us they did hear gunshots, about 15 of them. Deputies found a man with multiple gunshot wounds about 4:30 this morning. His injuries are not deadly. Investigators do tell us they still do not have a suspect description in this case. Also out of Lake Worth tonight, a family of 7, including 2 kids, are without a home this evening. Nobody was injured in this overnight fire. Palm Beach County Fire Rescue has not announced what sparked this blaze. We're told that it started on the porch of a home in the Lake Worth Village mobile home park.
Wednesday is the deadline day for healthcare insurers. After that deadline, we will know just how much Obamacare plans will cost next year. We'll also know which regions of the country could be left without coverage. This is all subject to change if Congress moves to repeal and replace the Affordable Care Act.
What I'm seeing now is what's going to happen. We're going to lose a lot of lives prematurely, and it's like legalizing homicide.
Some strong words today as people rallied outside Congressman Brian Mast's North Palm Beach office today. Both supporters and protesters made their voices heard when it comes to the Republicans' repeal plan. Michael Williams joins us now live in the newsroom with the congressman's reaction. Michael.
Jay, thank you. Brian Mast voted in support of the Republicans' new health care plan, the House version. Now, outside his office, he talked about why. He said in his mind the bill would ultimately bring an extra $400 million to Florida's Medicaid program and cut the punishment for those who, in his words, don't want mandated health insurance.
If you don't want to purchase care, then don't purchase care, and we're not going to tax you. We're telling people that if you're responsible and you maintain continuous coverage, then your rates aren't going to go up. You're never going to lose coverage because of pre-existing conditions or anything else.
Critics argue he is wrong about rates, especially for older people in America, and the amount of coverage in a place like Florida. But we know Republicans do hope to bring their version of a bill in the Senate to the floor there for a vote as early as next week, but it could prove contentious. Many have argued they've done a lot of the Senate work in secret, so big debate there ahead. And Senate Democrats say they're prepared to fight starting tonight. They plan to object to any request, including scheduled votes or extending committee hearings. Get ready for another big go-around on all this. Shanna?
No kidding. Michael Williams in our newsroom tonight. Thank you, sir. A lifetime of free travel. One boy won't have to pay a penny when he wants to visit, say, Paris or Rome.
Sounds like a great deal. A tiny pause making a huge difference. How pooches are solving big problems for people with a rare disease.
This is News Channel 5 at 5. Thanks for making WPTV your #1 most trusted news source.